Alright, I gotta stick it up there. Hang on just a second. I have to get it oriented the right way first. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to be showing you my paper bag mini album that I made. This is the paper pad that I use. It was the Timeless Type stack, and I had these few pieces left over, but I had a lot of paper left over out of this. I mean, look, these are, oops, back. These are still full sheets that are in here. Still full, these are full sheets, and then there's all of these scraps here. So I didn't use very much, so I probably will do another one out of this. There's some papers that I don't have any left, but there are some that I have plenty of. Okay, I'm going to show you. I have to reach over here and get this. This is what I ended up with. I followed the tutorial by Ginger, who's my sister scrapper, and I kind of followed the tutorial. On the decoration, I followed her Timeless Type video as much as I could. I didn't do anything to the spine or the back. I did put metal corners on because I had a really hard time with I think I said my paper cracking, and and then I did this and I realized that I had made my spine a little bit longer than my covers, and it was the third time I'd done the cover, and I said I'm not doing it again. I did use the same paper that she used on her Timeless Type mini paper bag album. I mean, excuse me. I used some of this metal that I had from a long time ago from Butterbee Scraps. Of course, this camera, I think it was in the $1.50 bin at Michael's a long time ago. A little bit of the black lace to offset it a little bit. I did have to use my alcohol ink to make that not so silvery. This wood piece was sent to me by somebody. It says Believe, and the B's kind of funky, but anyway, it was plain wood. I painted it black, and then I didn't have any brass-looking paint. I had gold, and I had copper, and I had gunmetal, and so I mixed a little bit of the gold and the copper and got kind of a little, and just gave it a dry brush. I don't even know if you can see that. Because I did use metal corners on each corner, front and back, because I couldn't. My cover just got all messed up, and which messed up my measurements. But I just said I'm gonna go with it. I did that. I'm done. All right. I'm going to have to use this to prop it up because the book is it's thick, it's heavy, and if I just try to do it like this, I'll show you. If I open it like this, whenever I try to show pages, I can't get them to flatten out. However, if I did use this, and I used the tag edge right here, so I did use this little punch. I'm going to put it up like this to hold the book up a little bit, to where it makes it easier to see let me get over here a little bit. And I messed up right out of the gate with this first page, but, and I should have went back and looked at the tutorial and followed it better rather than watching how she decorated her Timeless Type, because it's almost exactly, except for a few pages. And you can see this is where I got my cover measurements mixed up. So it's a little bit taller. I don't know. But this came down, and I didn't realize that she had backed this with black cardstock. But there's a magnet in there. I just did it. There's a magnet. There's photo mats. I thought about putting something right here to, like, take up the space, but I didn't. And these are out of the cut-aparts in the paper pad, and there's photo mats on the back like that. And this is a cut-apart, and that's a cut-apart, and it's just backed with black cardstock. And she had envelopes that she had purchased at Hobby Lobby, but I had to make all my envelopes. There's a lot of washi tape, tissue tape that's used in this, and that's a cut-apart from the paper pad. I used a lot of washi. I can't cut a circle for nothing, and because that was part of the cut-apart. And then there's, this is in here, and it's journaling. It's a photo mat with journaling. Alright, let's go back in there. I was going to wait to do this tomorrow, and I said, no, it's kind of quiet in the house now. Hubby went to bed, so. Alright, so this is the first page, and it's a booklet. She made the booklet for hers. I guess these are those Tim Holtz clips. And I didn't have this. This was gifted to me a long time ago. And so I used it. And I made the little bauble. That was the very last thing I did. I did not put anything on the front, but I did make the booklet out of tea-dye paper. What I did was I stapled mine in, and then I covered up the staples with a little piece of paper. You can do that. I'll do that. Put that there. This is a Tim Holtz spinner, and I didn't realize it until I actually started putting the book together, but she turned this page upside down, so the writing is upside down. Right here, it's upside down, and the birds are kind of, I guess it really doesn't matter with birds, but they're kind of upside down. And then this goes over like this. Actually, I need another thing to hold that up. Hang on a second. Like I said, the book is really thick, and that's why. And I'm going to get this one out to hold the pages up, and that's really dusty. All my stuff's dusty. Okay, I go like that. And this is a cut apart from the collection. I made the tags. These are cut aparts from the collection. You can stick something down in there if you want to. And this is just paper was plain, and it is beautiful. She left hers, and I'm going to leave mine. And another, that was gifted to me. And another envelope. I did a little bit of stamping. And then there, photo mat with journaling. And this goes like that. And this one has the tag. And I did the, she was using, and I know it's a Tim Holtz on the edge die, and I have that die somewhere that makes the file folder thing. I couldn't find it for nothing, so I had to use my envelope punch board. And she had like this lined paper right here for journaling, and this is a cut apart, but I didn't have that, so I used, actually this is not from the collection, this is from this Prima Julie Nutting paper. Hang on. And I had bought a bunch of this paper before, and it's this, it's all script, and it's for cutting out the paper dolls and giving them their flesh tones. So I use that, and I use that at the bottom of every one of these. So, and that goes back in there, if I can get it back in there. Sometimes they're just boogers. Okay, and I have to put that there, and that goes like that. Alright, and that closes, and that goes over like that. Okay, now I've got to pull that out a little bit. And then this page is where the pocket is on the paper bag. And I will tell you one thing, paper bags, I don't care how fancy they are from Michaels, they're never even. That's paper from the collection. It's a cutout from the collection with some more washi tape right there. Each one of these little file folders had to be made for each pocket. There's 6 of them. And I don't think she did hers like this, but I did mine like I covered up that backside. Didn't get my photo trimmed back enough, my photo mat trimmed back enough. And this is a whole page. You get 2 whole pages of these Polaroid Polaroid cutouts. But I didn't get that one trimmed back quite far enough. And I had to make each one of these individually. And then she used the Tim Holtz film strip. She glued hers down. I glued mine down, but I also put a little brad in it in the paper before I put the paper down. This, she didn't do this. She did something else. I forget what it was in hers, but you know, whatever. Okay. And this is, that's a pocket. Made the tags, made a pocket. I actually backed both of them, but this one is down, you know, it's glued down, and that one's used as a decoration. There's washi tape here, and this is a cut apart from the collection. Let's see if I can get this. And this is an again an envelope I had to make, but I did some stamping on it, and this is a cut part of one of the pages from the collection. I used one of these. I don't know what. Oh, wait a minute. I've got them over here. I'd had them forever. Word bands. My word bands are from 2012. So I used one of those there, and it kind of gives it a little bit of weight to hold it that closed. And this is it. And this is just the page. She had a, she did this where she had the ribbon, the thing for the ribbon, but hang on a second. I didn't have that size, but I did have these, somebody had sent me. Maybe I ordered them, I don't know. Anyway, I put my ribbon through that right there. And this is didn't quite get my measurement right on that one, because I didn't write it down. This is cut apart from the collection, and there's somewhere that paper from that Prima Julie Nutting Prima pad. Watch me, I'm not going to be able to get that in there. This, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get it in there. This has fought me for a while. I've fought with this for a while. Okay, I'm going to go down here. Go like that. On the back of this, now I can do this. I like this page. I thought it was pretty. It turned out pretty good. That's a cut apart from the collection. I used some of my Tim Holtz, the ideology, the word things. And this is another one of those. And here, she did like a fold-out booklet on this. I couldn't get it to work. I did use my tab punch right there for that. Like a little photo mat thing. Let's see if I can get that back in there. So everything has just fought me on this. I like this page. I thought it was kind of pretty. She did something. She had like a bird cage or something that from a different collection. I found this, and then I put some lace here, and then I did make the 3 tags in there. And I had all of my dyed seam binding. I had a bunch of that. Okay, and then this comes over like this. And this is cut apart from the collection, and this is from the collection. And she just started using these, and I said, I have those. Somebody gave those to me. And that, like I said, I backed it on some craft. Did that, and that's just plain. And this. I'll leave that off because I'll never get it back in there right now. Okay. See, there's that again where she used one of those wood things. They like that. And then ink around them. And right there, I had these little tiny, like Tim Holtz safety pins, and I put some beads on it and tied it through that, or pinned it through that. I like the way that turned out. Another one of these. Okay. And this I made, I believe I made this for this over here, and it was just too thick. It wouldn't fit. So I just put it over here, and she called it photo mat. So, okay, and then this, had to make this one too. And this is a key, and somebody had given me that one. Given me that too. And then this is, I just glued it down. A black doily. I used metal over here too. And that's a sticker from, I mean, I've had this for like 12 years, the pack that came out of. And there's 2 photo mats and journaling spots in that one. And I made this envelope, and to get it to work here, I had to cut off the rounded part to get it to go down in there like that. Okay, and this opens up, and this clips on the other side here. This is glued down. That's from the collection too, and makes a photo mat. And she did this. This is the photo supposed to be here, and she did this thing here, and I couldn't get it down tight enough to save my soul. This is from a cut apart from the collection, and she put 2 little photo mats here, and then she just like, oh, and it just goes here, and I couldn't, so I had to make another little decorative tag to try to take up some of the room to get it to stay put. It just did not want to stay put. This postcard is not from the collection. I got it out of a pack called Postcards, and I got it at Joann's on a trip out to Washington when Joann was having their like New Year's sale or whatever. Christmas, Thanksgiving sale. Okay, and this is totally, she used 2 different papers in hers from a different collection, and I said, this is from the Timeless Type collection. It's in the 6x6 page, and this is from the collection. I just got some of these stamps that I had from, I forget what cut aparts they were from, these stamps right here, and I just cut them apart. Forgot to ink the edges, made it like a little pocket, and that comes out of a different collection too. And I just kind of made it like a place of interest tuck spot. More washi tape. I had all this washi tape, and I think I do have 2 of these file folders that have the same back on it. So, that's like, I don't care. And use some washi tape here. This one was, I like this one. It was fun to make. This was part of the collection, but it was cut down from a larger piece. It looks like a wax seal, and I had a package of these that I had ordered from forever ago. So I used another one there, like I had one here, and I just used another one right there. And envelope, washi tape, and inside of it is just some tea-dyed paper that I had to make on my little envelope. And she had some different hers, you know. You can't use the same stuff. You can try. Oh, I forgot this photo mat here. It matches this over here. Okay, and this is just stationery. This is stationery, and she had this, and then she just like glued this down right here. I said, well, I can't just glue it down. And she had hers smaller and at an angle, so I just centered mine. This is a cut apart from the collection. This is paper from the collection. I had some bicycle washi tape, so I put some here to match this here, and then this is actually a little photo and a journaling spot. So if you do put a photo here, and then this is from that Julie Netting collection, because I didn't have any pieces big enough. I was getting down to where I didn't want to cut into another sheet because I was probably going to make another book. This is from the collection. And yeah. Okay. Let me go over here like this. I'm not sure how to make that life. This one. There's, like I said, there's 2 whole pages of these Polaroid things. And I didn't put anything here because it had a lot going on. And I was on my own because she did, hers was different. Another one of those spots, and that's from the collection, but this is from the package. Tim Holtz, I believe it came from this package here, the snippets. And then this is from the collection. I backed it black cardstock like she did, cut it out. This is whenever I learned that people who can fussy cut can do anything, either that or they're insane, because I cannot fussy cut. I can't stand it. And I had to fussy cut quite a bit. Nice big, now this is light enough. This is to where you can actually write on it. Like that. This comes over like this. 2 photo mats, and it kind of blends in, but this is how she had hers. More washi tape. It's got the clocks on it, and this is a cut apart, and this is when I learned I really hate fussy cutting, because that had a lot of tiny little edges. This little piece right here, but I did fussy cut it. I double matted the decorative paper and put that on there. She put something in the middle of hers, but I said no, maybe a photo would go cute here. And then this is the insert for that one. Okay. And then this is, I've used the music paper twice, once there and once there. It kind of looks different though. But like I said, I was getting down to where I didn't know what else to do. And this is from the collection. This is from the Tim Holtz. More washi tape. I like those butterflies. And then this is a little envelope that I had gotten from somebody a long time ago. A little envelope paper clip that just, it worked out so fantastic, because she had done this and put this little, she had one of those little Tim Holtz paper clips, and she put it up against there. But, and then that's Photomaster journaling. I made it light enough to be either one. But she had that, and I have this. And then the waterfall on the back. And see how much room there is at the top? That's because my measurements for my cover were messed up. But I didn't do the insides, but I did do this right here. Like that. Okay. That is my paper bag mini. The paper bags were, I had 6 of them left from a pack from Michaels, and I like it. Like I said, it's real chunky. It's real heavy. Turned out, and it's a nice size. It feels good in your hand, and it's pretty to look at. So anyway, there you go. Sorry I've gone on and kind of got windy, but I'll be making another one of those, because I have 2 of these covers where the paper cracked. I said, those are going to be Halloween. I did get some more bags from Michaels, and they're just not a pretty color. They're not the deep, they're not the dark black that these bags are. See, you can tell these bags are dark black, but they're like, I don't even know. Anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.